You touched a little bit upon the sales process. I'm curious, as a customer, let's say, and you can focus on Aimsio or we can kind of keep it more general, but how are you keeping customers engaged throughout COVID and even post the fact, once things maybe resume into this sort of hybrid model? How are you keeping your customers engaged with you guys?
Right. So there's the customer engagement component and there's the prospect engagement component. With customer, Aimsio at its core is a communication platform. And so we're all about streamlining communication between office and the field and different vendors and different customers of our customers in a way. So given that we are a communication platform, it's all about transparency, it's all about availability of data, it's all about visibility and analytics, and eliminating paper, obviously, and where the digital transformation can have a fundamental impact into the way the business has run. So it's nothing foreign to us, and I think COVID and pandemic, as a changing agents, really forced some digital transformation, and people are thinking about the ways to streamline their operations much faster in a very condensed way, as opposed to a pre-COVID world. So I think we'll see those transformation happening, and people are thinking more about how they streamline processes. I think one of the key things that we've learned through the pandemic, as it relates to us communicating with our prospects and as well as customers, is how you need to prepare for those meetings and for those interactions, because it's way different when you do it over Zoom or communicate over video conferencing. The way you present the slides, the way you communicate the material, it's not the same as in person, right? So you need to build that trust. You need to build that communication lines, and what data do you present is way different when you're doing it digitally versus being in person, because there's this human connection where you're doing it in person. There's this underlying trust because you're there, you're reading the room, you're communicating. So we relied a bit more on data as it relates to communicating data sets and concept with our customers, with our prospects, because you have to be convincing, you have to be on the spot and communicate those effectively. So I think that when it comes to customers and sales, I recommend everybody to leverage the data they have to better communicate successes, failures with everyone. And this goes internally with your own team and employees. We have this company huddle once a month that we share all these stats and all these updates. And it's a very data-driven, emotionally intelligent way of communicating with people because of challenges that COVID has with digital communication as opposed to in person.